Welcome to the channel. We're coming to you with some Keeta. Want to bring you Keeta the Cheetah. Read that disclaimer. We're going to get right over in the charts and we're going to cover some Keeta today. Keeta is sitting at 0.2372. Keeta's down 0.21% on the day. Markets are pulling back. Keeta's pulling back in a downward trend, overall downward trend. I want to bring this to your attention. Still consolidating. I mean, we was doing some consolidation back here. November, December. Then we dropped down low. We had that drop down. We come back up within the range, and now we're showing some more bearish pressure coming down on Keeta. And you might say, well, we hit it. Well, by the overall bearish market we in, we could be headed a little bit lower. Looking for Keeta to come down in this area right here, somewhere at 0.2280, picking up some support. Depends on, and I want to bring that to your attention. These levels here are support levels, but as the market turns bearish, so does these support levels kind of weaken. People pull out of the market, they don't stay in the market, and you don't have as much support here in these support areas like you really think you would, but it does. You do have buyers that have placed orders within this range to buy Keeta and any other crypto, but what we're seeing here is less and less. We did, as you can see right here, back over here when we dipped down in this support area. I'm going to say right here on February the 5th, look where we went to. We went all the way up here to 0.32, almost 33 cents, and we came back down. We got a bounce here, and we went back up, hit the top of the trend line. Okay, I want to bring this to your attention. So right here, we went all the way down to, on February 28th, we come all the way down to 0.2182. This, and I got this as a support level. It was back over here also as a support level. What we're seeing is that when we dip down through this support area here and hit this other support level, we didn't get high as we did back over here. We did go back up, and we didn't even get back to the top of the channel here on this top trend line, the top of the channel. We went somewhere a little over about midway, and we come back and we hit it back towards this support zone again. And what does that mean? It just means that we're probably going to come down in this area. The area that it's in right now, that used to be support, as you can see back over here on February the 10th, this is looking more like becoming an area of resistance right now. So I'm looking for Keeta to come down somewhere about 2266, and let me get, and this is what I'm looking for, is basically consolidating up and down here, while the market makes a decision on what it's going to do. Okay, if the market continues to pull back and we see more bearish pressure, the next level that we could hit is this 2182, right below 22 cent, 21.8 cent right here. We could pull all the way back down here, hit this, and then go back up. And that's where we're looking at Keeta to be at. So I want to get over here on X. I was going February 27th, bring you some news on Keeta. This is to me, is an awesome project. It's fast and it's cheaper. It's way faster than XRP. And XRP's been out. It's been since 2000. Don't hold me to it. I think 2012, somewhere around that range, that time frame. And it's like this. If you bought a car back in 2012, could have been fuel injection, I don't think 2012 it had to be like electronic fuel injection. But as times went on, you got new technology that's come out, and to bring it to your attention, would you rather be, and this is the honest truth, would you rather be riding around in a 2026 and it's got all these new bells and whistles? Just say, for instance, you're riding around in a let's say a Cadillac. More say, would you much rather have that 2012 or that 2026 that's got all the extra bells and whistles on it? Cause this 2026 that we're sitting in, it's cheaper on fuel. It's way faster and cheaper to operate. It's just that plain and simple. You look at a 2012 Cadillac. It's got a lot of miles on it. It's done what it could do, but there's new technology on this new Cadillac. We got built-in navigation. We got, you can get hybrid, you can get part electric, part gas. It's way quicker and faster and cheaper to operate this new 2026 Cadillac than it is the 2012. And you're going to feel safer. So, in other words, that 2012, say for instance, it's still owned by Cadillac. It's like you buying into something that's Cadillac still owns. It's never really yours. You only own, Cadillac still owns 35-40% of it, like Ripple owns XRP. Well, this new Cadillac, it's not, nobody's, you own it. You own, it's owned by true retail investors. It's not owned by, Ripple ain't holding a whole bunch of Keeta or nothing like that. Keeta ain't operating like that. And that's what you got to look at. And it says right here in Q4 of last year, Keeta allocated 1 million KTA to support developers building on Keeta Network. We're already working with teams across a variety of applications, and we're still looking to award additional grants. I just want to bring some stuff to you here on the Keeta, on the cheetah here. I'm gonna call it the cheetah. I just like it. That's their logo. They call it Keeta, but that's a cheetah up there. But and here on February 24th, we're growing and we're doing it fast, and they are. The next anchor release will significantly expand Keeta's network global reach. Exciting news ahead. So I'm going to play this, and I want you to listen to it.
Cycle brings a new narrative, a new trend, and yet the majority fade away. But when the noise settles, a simple question remains. How do we actually move assets globally at scale? Keeta ignores the hype and builds for the future. To support our ambitious goals, we've recently grown the team to include an engineering team dedicated specifically to handling Anchor integrations. This is the shift from theory to throughput, from experimentation to production, from promises to performance. Keeta isn't chasing the future of finance, we're building it.
And that is very much true. They are building it. We come on down. You got Keeta. Keeta Network is built for institutions and governments. Keeta Pay is built for you. Send and receive fiat on-chain, access Web3, invest in traditional markets, spend, save, move globally, all in one place, powered by Keeta Network, controlled by you. Coming soon. And I think, let's hear what this says.
They have a little treasury section on there.
Let me go back.
One of the things, for example, that I'm super excited about is being able to like invest. I don't know if anyone has used Mercury. It's a really great product for startups. They have a little treasury section on there, and that lets you move some of your money into short-term investments, and that's managed by a service provider. And so a flow like that could be integrated into Keeta Pay relatively easily, where, okay, now I have this fiat currency in Keeta stablecoins, and I want to move that into short-term investments and have a little bit of a yield. Or maybe I want to move it into something more long-term that's a little more risky, and we could do that too. So being able to give you the flexibility to really kind of control your life, right, from that one app or web interface. The two of them will merge. The web wallet today will be revamped to be compatible, so that whether you have the mobile app or the web interface, you'll be able to interact with the same thing. One of the things, for example, that I'm super excited.
So there you got that. It just keeps getting better and better with Keeta. And they got Keeta is expanding its capabilities, full details, and I did believe I read it's so small I can't pull it up. Let's see. Magnify image. Okay. It says Keeta. This is on January the 20th, 2026. And this is good news right here. It says Keeta has entered into agreement to acquire a bank, marking a strategic step toward expanding Keeta's regulated capabilities and enabling deeper precipitation into a global financial system. This acquisition is expected to play a meaningful role in helping Keeta Network connect with legacy financial infrastructure and broaden its scope. The acquisition process is subject to regulatory approval and is expected to take time. Accordingly, we will not be providing additional commentary on the process at this time. Keeta Incorporation has approved the allocation of 35 million KTA from the strategic reserve to support this effort. Any use of these tokens will be undertaken in a measured and orderly manner over time. Keeta currently anticipates that a substantial portion of the allocated KTA will be retained to support ongoing capital and reserve requirements associated with the acquired institution. We believe Keeta is among the first in the industry to pursue this approach, and that this license path positions the network strongly within today's evolving regulatory environment. Additional details on how the acquired institution will integrate with Keeta Network will be shared in the near future. So now you got Keeta itself going to be acquiring to be a bank, just as Ripple is with XRP. So we got this here in this is the new Cadillac I was telling you. This is the new Cadillac that's rolled up it's on the showroom floor. It's showing everybody, all the bells and whistles, how quick she can come off the line. Turning the horsepower up, how fast that she can settle these transactions, and so many in instance, sub-zero instant seconds almost. So consider this token. This is what I wanted to bring to you. But I don't know how low Keeta's going to go. I really don't. But it's holding up fairly well at a price at 23.5 cents. I think it was somewhere on here, it was up at 65 cents. I really don't know what was the high on this. And we've been in the bear market for a while, and I think I've got some Keeta, but I haven't started acquiring it yet because I do feel like I do know that Bitcoin's going to pull back much further, and the overall market's going to pull back with it too. And I could see Keeta be pulling back too. It could come back it could pull back all the way to 10, 15 cents. And I just don't want to get in now by 23 cents and 23.5 cents when I'm watching it and I'm seeing it keep pulling back. So we did have this drop down over here where it come all the way down to 17 cents. And I'll give you a line right there. We can, 17.5 cents right here. And this is where I'm at, If we come down, and I do believe we're going to come back down to 21.82, 21.8 cents right here. And we lose that, we're coming down to 20 cents, 20.3 cents. Okay, if we lose that, this is where I'm looking to get in at, 17.5 cents. I'm going to start acquiring a Keeta somewhere around 17.5 cents. Because I do believe we're going to come down. We're going to eventually have a rally somewhere or another. We could, but then we what's going on outside the United States right now, we may bypass that rally and just continue in a downward trend till Bitcoin hits its bottom. So I could see Keeta the Cheetah going down to 17.5 cents, 17.6, 17.5 cents. And when you had these major dips like this is kind of the market telling you this is where it's headed. To be in all honesty, this is where it's all headed. So I've seen it like October the 10th when we had that major liquidation spike down. Where did the market end up going? To that point, it rallied back, it bounced back up, but it ended up coming back there and much further down below that. So, we had this spike over here down at 17.6 cents. So I'm looking for Keeta to go back to 17.6 cents and much further down, right below that. So I'm going to start acquiring at 17.6, 17.5 cents. And if it continues to go further than that, the bear market will soon be over. In months to come, and the rally back up will be ready. It'll be there. So any loss after buying in, after any, you ain't lost nothing till you sell it. But anything below, drops anything below 17.5 cents, I'm willing to take that little bit of loss over that little bit of time and just dollar cost average in there. So if you like the content, subscribe to the channel. Be glad to have you if you hold Keeta. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit that like button, that notification bell, so when I post a video, you'll be notified. But I just wanted to come and bring you this awesome project. I've got other videos on Keeta, but I call it the XRP. This is the XRP takeouter. This is the XRP terminator right here. This is right here. It's XRP's the 2012 Cadillac. Keeta ain't too long been put out on the showroom floor. And listen to me, it's got all the bells and whistles. Everything to make your ride, make your bags fill up, it's got it. And they're gonna be like, man, this Keeta's fast. This Cheetah's fast. It's faster than the XRP. So get in while you can. But I'm not telling you to buy right now. I told you where I'm getting in. So if you like the content, subscribe to the channel, and we'll be back later with another one. Until then, God bless each and every one of you. See you on the next one.